It's only not the best spectacle as a game to watch, I suppose, but a good point on the road.
I'm not gonna lie, we're made up with that point here today. These have got a side, got players who have scored 23 goals this season. Not really punished us at all. They're a good side, so are we. People have to start realising that this run that we're on isn't luck, far from it. Sometimes you've got to believe, and I believe today, the game wasn't the best of spectacles, but we came here and capitulated last season. We didn't today. We had another point on the board, 39. So, are we happy? I'm happy. The players aren't. They believe they could have won the game today.
That's a good thing, though. Surely, when the players come off the pitch at a ground like Curzon, a side, as you say, you would have capitulated last season. They've come off disappointed with a point.
Everyone talks about setting targets and ask me questions. Do I have targets that are set? And yeah, I do have targets that we set, and we've got another set of targets which I'm never going to tell you. Okay, so
I'll get it one day.
You'll get it eventually, but the players are disappointed. I'm not disappointed. It's nice that they're disappointed, but at the same time, how you've got to look at it in realistic terms is 10 unbeaten. Curzon, don't have to play them again. That's another notch, another team chalked off on this little journey. We've got surely on Tuesday in a cup game, which we could possibly really do without when I get the league games out the way. But that's 10, and long may that continue, isn't it?
You started bright, possibly a couple of shots for penalty, and then took the lead early through Lee Atherton, and after his winning penalty on Tuesday or Wednesday rather, he'll be getting carried away now, will he?
It's been a good week for Lee. Lee's been a good signing for us this season. But we thought we started very brightly. I don't really want to go on about penalty decisions or decisions that don't go your way, because last week we got one that we don't think that should have been. Today we should have had at least one, maybe two, but we didn't get them. So it's done. Okay, I'll stand here and say to you, it should have been a penalty. Doesn't change the outcome of the game. Referee never give it. We dusted ourselves down. We went 1-0 up, and we're disappointed with their goal because it's from a set piece. It was sloppy defending. And it's about time we should be disappointed with our defending, and conceding goals. We've done really well. It's a good little, it's a tough place to come, and more importantly, we didn't roll over. We just got on with it.
Defensively, obviously, aside from the goal, another good show. Kevin Atherton didn't have a save to make, and this must be pleasing for you. This platform you've got to build on from the back.
I've got Stephen Ferrigan, Shea Dysart sat in the dugout next to me, two very good defenders, and they can't get in the team. Stephen Ferrigan because of his alarm clock, which was bitterly disappointing for Stephen, and Shea Dysart through their commitments. The lads have come in and they've kept the shirt. That's what we ask of them, that's what's expected of them, and that's it.
Before the game, is that a point you would have took? Would you have had that down as a point, or is that 3-point target?
At the start of the season, if you'd have said you'd have gone to Curzon, Ashton and got a point away from home, would you have took it? We took a point here last year, and we'll take a point here this year as well, and we'll move on. And we don't have to play Curzon again, which is a bonus as well, because they're a good side, and maybe on their day they could have thought they believe they could have scored more, and maybe on our day we possibly could have. But there were two teams who basically, it was like a boxing fight, when you go to like the 10th round and people thinking it's a draw, no one wants to get hurt, and I think that's what both teams done, which is credit to both teams, because we respected them and they respected us, and that's what I've always aimed to do as a manager, is get Camberlaird's respected. And the manager John, his programme notes were fantastic for me, and he was another person who last year when things were tough was constantly speaking to me on the phone and talking to me, and keeping me positive about things. So I'm glad we've got a point here today.
I know the cup's you know, causes a problem with the rearrangement of Ramsbottom first of all, and then potentially Radcliffe, or the other way around, vice versa. I know you want to get the league games out of the way, but it's a nice game coming up on Tuesday away at a Premiership side in Chorley.
I'm not too sure what Gary will do with his side. He'll be possibly looking to play a few players who haven't been involved, and we'll possibly do the same again like we did against Skelmersdale. You know, we made quite a lot of changes, and it'll just be, you know, another game on this little journey that we're on. If we lose, we lose it. The players have got a carrot dangling at the end of the nose, and that carrot is, you know, trying to get as high up this league as we possibly can. We need to continue in the league getting points, and you know, we've got another point here away at a very tough place to come.
And there's another away game next week back on the league, and that's Garforth away. Is it one you'll be targeting as, you know, another?
No, not at all. It's disrespectful.
Sorry, yeah, that's worded wrong. I mean, is that another game that you can...
It's another game that we will go and prepare properly for. It's another game that we know will be tough, and more importantly, you know, they're fighting, and when you've got a bit of fight inside you, you know, unexpected things happen.
Yeah.
And we'll go there and we'll prepare. We'll know what we're about next week. That'll be a good leveler, because in recent weeks we've been the team who were looking to cause the upset. Apparently Garforth will be looking to cause an upset. I don't think that's true. I think that's disrespectful to Garforth, and more importantly, it's disrespectful to this league. Any team can beat any team in this level of football. Garforth have had some problems, as we all know, but they'll have 15 lads there, passionate fans behind them, and they'll look to want to get 3 points on the board and pull themselves away from the lower reaches. We have to go and be professional, do our job properly, and get something from the game.
Well, we'll have all the action for you from next week, and we're there on Tuesday as well, so I know we'll show you the very best of the weekend.
Thank you.